Sherron.
That's fine.
Y'all, listen, before we even say hello, she gotta get fired.
They trying to fire me, y'all.
She gonna get fired today, y'all. But hello, beautiful people.
Hi.
Welcome to the Ladies of Truth.
We are so excited to have you guys join us. Thank you for being on time.
Yes.
We definitely appreciate that.
Yes.
Because time is definitely money.
And time is on this.
Yes, that too.
Hello, Jaquela Beatrice.
Hey, Beatrice.
Hey, Burnell. Happy birthday again, Sherron.
Yes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey, girl, I'm so glad to see you on here.
Who was that?
D Monet.
Oh. Hi, love.
I can barely see the last person that just came in, but welcome. They are our number one watcher. What's up, Mariah? Woo! Number one. Big support. Big support.
Hey, babe.
Yes. Welcome to Ladies of Truth Tuesdays. Tell the truth Tuesdays. Tell the truth every day, but still. Today is the main day when we get to express our truths. Hello, Latoya. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. Okay, so we're going to jump right in, and it looks like we got enough active members to go ahead and move forward. So y'all ready for our topic? I need y'all to give us some hearts, some thumbs up.
We need y'all to react on everything
in the comment section.
Yes.
Ready, go. Can I get a couple hearts?
Yes, y'all. Let us know that y'all in the building today.
There we go. I see some hearts. So good.
And this topic today, y'all, it's sheesh. It's deep. Hello, beautiful Aries. Who it is?
High priestess.
Hi. It's an honor for you to be watching, okay? We feel good.
Let me straighten let me get myself together.
Okay? Yes.
Okay. Our topic for today is, why do we think we need validation from others? Or how do we
Get past it.
get past it?
Yes. Why do we need someone else's validation to make us feel better? Or how can we get past it with just accepting our own validation? If something looks and feels good to us, then we shouldn't have to go to somebody else to reassure of what we think and feel is good.
I think that's a good word that you use. A lot of people do need reassurance because of they're not fully happy with who they are. So like when I picked this shirt out, I was like, okay, it's cool, I can throw it on, I'm gonna be comfortable. I didn't have to call her and say, hey, what do you think about this shirt? You know, I was cool with it. So like if you're okay with whatever it may be, whether it's a hairstyle, whether it's your nails, or whether it's a man, like
girl, because relationship was ringing right here in my ear. Relationships, like jobs, like a lot of things, or how to even be a parent. Like it's good to get someone else's opinion, but I feel personally that kind of like someone else's opinion can really distract you sometimes. Like we believe deeply in follow your first mind.
oh yes.
So if my first mind told me to go left, and I asked you, wait, is it left or right? Well, it's right, but no, first mind said go left. Go right. So stay focused on whatever you feel.
Because just because they first man was for them to go right, that don't mean that was the right direction for you.
Exactly.
That was the right direction for them. Whatever road they're on, you know.
Exactly. That's my key. So I need to hear from you all. Why do we feel as human that we need to seek validation from somebody else to help us feel comfortable?
Why do you need somebody to tell you that it's okay when you already know yourself that it's okay? Like I think it's more of an inner issue than an outer issue.
Insecurities. She said come close.
Yeah, insecurities for sure. Like for years, I would never, ever wear my arms out, like, cause like I'm kind of swole, you know, and like I accept that now, you know. But when I was younger, like I was like, oh my God, my arms are so big or whatever, and I was insecure about it. So I used to be like, oh, do you think that this looked good on me? Whole time they didn't care what I looked like. they had no interest in what I had going on. So of course they like, oh yeah, you look fine. Whole time you out here
looking for
bad. And I knew better, you know. So like the whole thing with going with your first mind is always best.
It is,
especially when you know that your first man is always divine.
Exactly.
It's the second one that comes that throws you off your track.
Confusion. I mean, and it's like you said, like somebody else may get their opinion, but it's not for your path. It's for their path. Like that causes a lot of confusion, but that also goes back to what we've been talking about in the previous segments. It starts within. It starts with self first. How you feel on the inside about you and what you have going on. So I'm not gonna go to her knowing that she's in a whole different business than I am, and I'm asking her opinion on my business. No, I mean, if that's the case, if we actually need that validation, then go to someone who's basically on your level.
Operating in what you're operating in. Like, she specializes in hair and makeup and things like that, lashes. I am far from a makeup artist or a lash artist. I pay people to do those certain things for me. So like what I can give her is like, well, friend, I think you should do your packaging, make it brighter, or you know, I can encourage her. Like I can send her to the ultimate source, which is I am that I am God, and He'll lead and direct her path in the right way.
And that just really just trigger another thought that I had in my head. Like you have to be careful with certain people that you go and seek an opinion from, because you never know. They might be trying to turn you a whole different way. Some people they have that much jealousy in their heart that even if you are sincere and going to them asking for their opinion, and they gonna send you all that one. I take my shades off. Like, girl, you should do that. Or no, don't do that. Do this. Something that's smaller than what you already had intentions on doing.
Knowing that you was on the right path.
Exactly.
Knowing that you was on the right path. And that's what they call in the Bible wolves and sheep clothing.
Okay.
You know.
Aries has a comment. She said, I think it is because we do not truly know what originality is. I literally just made a status about this. We do not know the source of who we are. So we depend heavily, more than we even realize sometimes, on how others see us, no matter how much we try or may align with these images. I feel that eventually you will always begin to feel invalidated if they don't see us for who we truly are. Just because, let us be honest, I feel that it is when this becomes a problem it's like we have to feel invalidated before we realize our only insecurity is that we seek validation.
Exactly. I just said it starts within yourself first. I know who I am.
I wanted to shout out our social media liaison, Princess Shavana.
Yes.
She got us up and running on all
Everything.
of these social media networks. I just wanted to, thank her.
Yes.
And she also reads our comments and make sure everything is
right
up properly.
Oh yes.
So I just wanted to thank her really quick. Also, I wanted to touch bases on what she just said. What was her name? Aries. When you said the reassurance, you said reassurance also. It's good to get like an opinion, to get confirmation. All of those things are good. But when it becomes like you're depending on this compliment, you're depending on this person to say, well, you look good today. And that's going to boost you up a little bit more. Like, you should know within yourself that you are God's creation.
Yes.
He created each person
uniquely.
Special. Very uniquely. And what you got, I don't have.
Exactly.
What I have to offer, you don't have. So I want to put out here that Each one of us are a specimen that was created to do a job.
A certain job. Each individual have a certain job to do.
And my job is not her job.
Exactly.
Her job is not my job.
Exactly.
I do not want to take responsibility for beautifying God's people. I'll let her handle that, you know? I'll take the responsibility of feeding his
And
people,
clothing,
his
housing,
people, and things like that. So I want everybody to know that we all have a purpose. And whether you're looking for validation from the masses who will set you on high and tear you down the next day, I want you to start looking for validation from the ultimate source. I am that I am God. Because once he validates your card, nobody can
stamp it or nothing. Detort nothing. Your biggest confirmation should come from I am.
Yes.
Again, which lives on the inside. This is why I'm trying to understand, like, why do we need it if God is already in us? God is a big God. He's a very secure God in what he do, who he is. So why can't we be the same? Why can't we walk in our truth, walk in our glory, walk in who we are? That way, somebody looking at me and be like, ooh.
You know what I heard? I heard, because we scared.
Oh, I'm not.
Because
I have
scared.
courage.
Because we scared. Because we worried about what the masses are going to say.
Trauma.
Once we do start walking in our divinity. We worried about, oh, they going to know what I did in my past. I ain't worried about y'all knowing what I did in my past.
Who cares? Do you know what it took for me to
I'm
get
an
here?
open book, baby.
Do you understand what it took for me? What I had to go through to get to where I am? And this is why, again, for the third week, we are here to help you all cross on over, okay? Don't seek validation. The only confirmation you need, and sometimes God will send an individual to confirm what you think or what you feel. You don't have to go and ask, because just as soon as you ask that one individual, and don't let it be a blessing, I mean, not a business plan or something like that, baby, you're going to have somebody to say, well, you think you can handle it? You think that's good? You think people gonna like that?
You think you ready to take on all that on your plate? I told God I was ready to eat.
And imagine God had already placed it in your vision, in your heart or whatever. So that was your confirmation already. But now you gotta go. Now I'm saying because I've done it before. Okay? God has given me so many things, visions, plans, everything. And I went to somebody else and said, you know what? I saw this happening. Or what do you think about this? Or how do you feel about that? And it deterred me. I have not done those things.
What they do though?
Nothing. Oh, okay.
Eris said, literally, you have to know yourself for real. Insecurity than all.
Yes.
I feel like that really boosts our discernment about this topic.
Yes. Yes, it starts with self.
Terrell Smith also said confirmation comes first, always from God.
Thank you.
He always sends you a sign.
Always.
A word. Or a person.
Yes.
And he operates through live
individuals. Yes.
It's this story, really, really quick. I'm sorry, I know you got another one. It's this story about a man who was praying to God and he wanted. He was on top of the roof. He was sitting on the roof and there was a flood.
We've been talking about
And
this all week.
somebody didn't roll past in a little roll.
Then send him to help.
He said, I'm waiting on God. What? I'm gonna
somebody
so fast and inside that boat.
Yes.
Because he sent you he sent the person that was gonna come.
Oh, what about the man sitting inside the pool for 38 weeks? God will continue to send, but it's up to you to recognize the signs and wonders.
The best thing that they said was that I ever heard. You can lead a horse to the water, but you cannot make them drink. And that stuck with me my whole life because you can want it so bad for a person, but if they don't want it
for themselves,
they have to want it.
Yes.
Shay said we just need to learn to stop limiting ourselves and stop caring what people say.
Yes, I've been saying that's key. That's key. Above and beyond.
Why would you limit yourself when you serve a God,
Almighty God,
who hung the stars in the sky?
Yes.
Like that alone.
Yes.
In the Bible it said he put Adam to sleep. He removed Adam's rib and created woman. What? He didn't go away. Say it again.
Yes.
Then they said he breathed life. He breathed life into the man.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
We are his creation. Yes.
alone should let you know. Then they say he created you in his image and after his likeness.
That should be
which
key
make
right
you
there.
a god.
Exactly. Exactly. Come on, do that. She ready to go play.
Okay.
Latoya said, because some of us say he lives in us, but really don't believe and stand on it.
Who what's her name?
Latoya Jones.
You go, Toya. You go.
That's a truth.
That is.
Toya, it is. Like we claim to be this and that, queen this, empress that, prophet this, prophet that. But it's like, are you living it day to day? Or are you just proclaiming and professing to be who you say that you are? But this is a demonstrated way of life.
That ties into our word of the week,
which is
balance. And I have so many things that I would like to say about that, but I want to hear from you all.
We got a few more.
Kahari said, as long as people have a tongue, they are going to talk. You have to keep being you.
Yes. And I ain't let her finish.
Your authentic self.
Baby, you can walk in a room, okay? Or I can say me. Walk in a room knowing that 1 million people don't like me.
Okay.
But because, again, I know who and whose I am. I know what I possess. I know that what I can gain. I know so much. I know who my God is. So however you feel about me won't affect me. It's what I think about you. How about that? Because I am a God walking in the land. I am. My grandmother taught me that. Not a big G. A little G. Because I am created. I was created by the Most High. So therefore I have to live as such. I have to demonstrate as such.
Kahari said, look for the answer within you.
Yes.
Kissy said, some people feel they need validation from other people because they're not confident in themselves.
We said that.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. Confidence is something that a lot of women, I believe, lack.
Yes.
And I'm seeing it more now in men than I ever seen it before. But us as women, we need to learn that if there was no women, the nation, where would the nation be? We bear the children.
Yes.
Anything that we're giving, we multiply it.
Yes,
You give us a house, we make it a home. You give us groceries, we make dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some people can't do those things, and those are basic things that women can do, you know? But anytime you bring your trouble to your woman and she can figure it out for you and help you get back to where you need to be, keep you focused, like, men don't worry about certain things like that. They be like, okay, I got the bread, you handle the business.
Exactly.
I'll be back with the bacon. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
Latoya said we are taught to have a higher opinion of ourselves, but some still don't believe in themselves.
They don't. They don't. And this was taught, it should have been taught before the student degree. But
it should have been taught at home, like you said last week.
Charity starts at home. Yes, it does. But it's like you're right. We should have that confidence in ourselves. We should have that secure.
Can I say why I think we don't have the confidence? I think it's because we allow other validation, opinions,
and
dictation to determine our self-worth.
Exactly.
If you know you worth more than $1 million, she shouldn't be able to walk in the room and make you feel less than $1 million. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now you feel like 99.99. You like, come on now, like, be real. If I know I'm it, when she come in and she it, we finna link.
High five.
Come on, we it.
Exactly.
How many more other it girls can we get? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's not about her dimming my light or me dimming her light. It's about the lights uniting and becoming brighter.
You know what I dislike so bad? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, babe.
I dislike the fact that women try to dim other women's lights to make themselves be more than what they really are.
But I said this last week and I said it earlier. When you let the masses exalt you, they're only going to let you get away with so much. They're only going to allow you to do so much before they remove the veil.
Yeah.
To show the world what you're really doing. So if you over here talking smack about this person or whatever you're doing, the world is going to reveal what you're doing because they have a lot to offer but nothing to give.
Just remember that what you put out into the universe is going to come right back to you.
It's a boomerang.
Yes, it is.
Y'all think that boomerang we did? We went this way, then we went that way, then you see what I'm saying? That's how it works.
Yes.
Shay said, we also need to stop pretending to be someone we are not. Stop lying to save face. Be who God chose you to be. Have a higher opinion of yourself.
It's like it's going hand in hand. We all on the same wavelength, and I really appreciate the comments.
Yes,
I really do.
Yes.
People are in competition with someone who, I tell people, I don't compete where I don't compare. I don't compare in the hair industry. I pay the hair industry people to do my hair. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Competing with 2021 me.
Yes.
Because back then I was doing this and that.
Yes.
So 2022 I wanted to be better.
Yes.
I was these many pounds in 2021. 2022 I wanted to drop about 25. I'm almost there.
Oh my God.
Got about 15 more to go. But you know,
there's nothing wrong with you.
2023 I'll be better. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not competing with her, but with me.
Don't try to look at the next woman or even man. You can't just talk to women, but even a man. Don't look at them as competition. There is no competition.
Because they bigger than yours.
Again, y'all don't know what these people had to go through to get to where they are and to get what they have. It's live your truth. Live your life.
Be real.
You need to find out what's going on. Instead of pointing the finger saying why him, why her, why this, why that. Why not you? Why aren't you succeeding? Why aren't you flourishing? Why aren't you progressing? Ask those type of questions because it's not them. They are not the problem. Apparently, you're the problem.
They doing what they need to do with their 24 hours and you too busy worried about them.
I'm sorry. So I ain't gonna open the door.
I just said that.
Okay.
Kahari said, did I say it right? Kahari?
Yeah.
If people only knew that there's a treasure chest on the inside that they can unlock and be the greatest of the greatest.
Yes. Ooh. If you only knew.
Jakayla said, people just love competition.
I'm a competitive person myself, but more in sports and like card games and stuff like that. Yeah, because I'll be quick to say, Cleopatra, I killed them. Look, then how much I made these two. And she like, you messing them up. But never have she ever like said like, oh, you trying to show me all your money. Like, no, we was just like
pushing
fighting for each other. Yeah.
That's what it's about. That's true sisterhood. I'm not downing her. I'm not jealous of her. I want her to be better. I want her to be greater. I want her to make a bag. Okay. Because if she ain't getting blessed, I'm close to her. So I know I'm happy.
And I'll be paying for my hair to get done in these fancy styles.
Hello.
Money.
Period. So, real quick, y'all, before we finish these comments, we do have a guest speaker today.
We do.
We have a guest speaker today. She's just not getting
Don't tell my age.
I'm not. She is awesome with everything that she do. She was my personal hairstylist for a while. She was my mom's hairstylist. A few people that we know. She's also into taxes. She got this exercise and stuff going on, y'all. But I wanted to personally invite Chanel on because she's a realist. Okay, I've learned. I'm getting chills talking about her. And it's not the fan, so I'm gonna turn it off. I have gained so much wisdom and knowledge from Chanel, even spiritually wise. She has helped me along my journey alone. So if she helped me, I know she can help somebody else. So of course, this platform is for that. It's to uplift, inspire, and encourage people to be better them, better.
Yes, actually.
It's important, especially in these days and times. I said it before. I feel as though the world can be a better place if we work on ourselves first.
Oh, one person at a time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But everything starts with you.
Yes.
Everything starts with you. But that's what, like you said, I have a lot going on.
Yes.
One of my journeys is I lost 107 pounds.
Yes, she did.
I told y'all.
So,
Yes, she did.
without no weight loss surgery, I just did everything, and you know, now I am transparent. After I lost the weight, of course, you know, I had a tummy tuck because shit, you can't do nothing with that skin. It doesn't contract back. That's just like if you got a bad tooth in your head, you're not gonna leave no bad tooth in your head. You gotta take that out. So it was what it was. However, in my classes, I always say something at the end, which is like, it's called the oath of manifestation. And I always say that at the end due to the fact that if your spirit man isn't right, your mind, you can't make the right choices and the right decisions.
Yes.
And your mind tells your body what to do.
Yes.
So it always has to start within, like your spirit man.
Yes.
Got to start first. So
Yes.
that's part of, like when you said it, just to elaborate on
Exactly.
it, like, you got to get the spirit man first.
That's right. That's right. Everything else will fall in place. Did we have some more comments before that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So really quick, we're answering questions from the topic. Okay.
Kahari said it is about demonstrating, being obedient and sacrificing, but a lot of us don't want to put in the work.
What you saying? Because it takes work.
Absolutely.
It take you cannot procrastinate. You cannot be lazy on bettering yourself. You can't.
Yeah.
Kizzy said, I was just about to say that people are down to other women to feel better about themselves.
I don't like it. Have you ever experienced that somebody down to you just to make themselves feel
Oh,
better?
all the time. Those are the ones that you recognize and you just be like, okay, that's within you. That's your issue within yourself. You know, people would say that about me, like, Chanel, you know, you don't even know me to dislike me. You know, so when you see that, I'll be like, that your issue is not gonna be my concern.
Well, they be like, you look stuck up. I look stuck up. I'm like, really? You have to get to know someone for yourself. And I cannot stand when people get someone else's opinion about me.
Learn me for yourself.
Learn me for yourself.
However.
Listen, because I treat different people differently.
Yes.
Whatever energy I'm receiving, I'm throwing it right back at you.
I've learned to I lived a negative life, so I wanted to portray like positive. Like I wanted to be this ball of positivity to where I can walk in the room and all y'all can be negative, but my energy about to turn you up. So you have no choice but to either gravitate to me and be on this positivity or
just get ready to leave. Exactly.
And I encourage that, and like what Kizzy said, and you also said as well, the inner journey is what we are afraid of. We don't really want to face those demons and allow the healing process to start because it's painful, it's lonely. Well, you begin to think that it's lonely because it's like you don't want to be around people because you don't respect that energy anymore. Like you only want certain things around you because you're protecting your peace.
Yes.
So it's all about what you really want. Again, we can lead you to the water, but we can't make you drink.
But then people will be like, why you so distant and this and that? Like, I'm the type of person where, first of all, I don't talk on the phone like that anyway. But sometimes we, as human, we do have those moments where we don't want to be bothered. You know, we're just in a state of mind or consciousness where we just, like you said, we just want peace. That's it. And we know, you know, all the people that be in our circles, and we know them very well to the point where this one's going to bring that energy, that one's going to bring that energy. I don't feel like that energy today.
You know.
So I'm just that type of person where I have my moments where I go on my sabbaticals. And, you know, when I come back, I'll be ready again. And then whatever energy I have, I'll be ready to dish it out to you. But you got other people that be like, well, you was acting funny, so I don't. Let me get me together. You know what I'm saying? Let me take my time to get me together. I'll be back.
I think people that understands that being around people who's negative, that's draining.
It is.
Like, how much can I allow somebody to drain me? Now, I don't have enough for me to make it through the week. Now, I need to recharge. Like, I don't get that part.
And how do you do that? Because you do a lot during the day.
During the day, the most part I do is I pray a lot.
My girl.
I pray a lot. And it's not always the tiered prayer, like, you know, God, this, you know, sometimes it is, and then sometimes I'm like, Lord, you know I am a spiritual being having a natural experience. However, these natural Negroes is on my nerves.
Dancing on me.
So, how do we go about this? And then at times it's like, I have to change. You know, and it's not to change in a bad way or a negative way. You know, the people that I used to be around, sometimes you can't be around them.
Yes.
It goes back to what you're saying, like, who's your Tommy to your go?
Yes.
That's gonna be our next question.
Yes.
And let me say this. In life, and it just like in power, go start having different dreams
And want.
and wants
Yes.
and desires. And Tommy's like, man, we finna get this money
Money,
right
yeah.
now. His desire and wants was there
Different,
right
yeah.
mediocre.
Basic.
So let me say this: in different seasons of your life, because I'm a little older than y'all, different seasons of your life, you have different times.
Yes.
You have different times. My friend that I've been the closest to since I was 5th grade, she's been the most consistent. And I remember this when I was working on 79. You know, I'm making some money, but I'm with them slick boys. And she was on the path of her CDL. She protected her license and stuff. And she distanced herself from me. And she later on told me, was like, Chanel, it wasn't that I didn't like you. You was just going in a different direction. And so I had to respect that and honor that, because her life was going this way, mine was going this way. And that's, you know, in life, if you have people that are consistent, you all have to be on the same page. And a lot of times, that's why we're so different. Everybody's not going to be on the same page with you. And you cannot be upset with that, because those desires and dreams are theirs. Just like I started off working out with certain people, and guess what? They all fell off. Now they all come back to me now, like, Chanel, help me out. You know, I just gotta do this. You know, you gotta do it. You know, me too.
You can't do it for them.
And you can't want it for them.
That's right.
The wants and the desires change. It says that in Proverbs. God grants you all the desires in your heart and make all your plans succeed. See, they don't see that second part.
They don't.
You gotta have a plan.
Yes.
And then you know, that's what gets blessed.
Yes.
Because if you don't have, okay, I can say I want that, but what the hell you gonna do?
Yes.
You got, like you said, you gotta put the work in. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna implement this? You know, and a lot of times you can't have a static, rigid plan. You gotta be able to be feasible. You gotta be able to maneuver, because you might come into a roadblock. Well, I might have to go around it this way. Doesn't mean that the goal is deterred or denied or anything. You just gotta go about it a different way.
We always say look more than one way.
Yes.
We always say that. Don't look at it in a negative way. Just think of it as God redirecting your path. That's it.
And sometimes He don't want you to have that.
Not at that moment.
No, at all.
Okay.
And he has something else planned for you.
Yes.
Because our plan for our life is not his plan for our life.
I remember dating this guy for 10, 12 years. 10 years on and off, 2 years straight. Right? And we broke up. It was like a breakup. I never even thought this man even thought bad about me, or period. You know, he had hugged up animosity. Like, you know, I wrote some shit down. I was like, damn. If I wrote a list out on your ass, you know, but okay, trees, alright, let's get it. So when I realized it, and it was my birthday, and I was in Arizona. One of my girls sent for me to go to Arizona, and I'm thinking to myself, I said, damn, this clown ain't even finna call me and wish me a happy birthday. You know, the Spirit told me, and he ain't gonna call you. I got something better for you. When he said that, I knew. Because you know the voice of God.
Yes.
You know it.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was so serious. He was like, and he ain't gonna call you because I got something better for you. And I was like, amen.
That's all you could do.
I got looked out the window like, okay, we going to breakfast. I got the clarity and the confirmation that I needed. You know, so I was like, okay.
Confirmation is everything.
Everything.
And I wanted to take a second. Oh, I'm sorry. We got a lot.
Taylor said we just don't like the ugly truth about ourselves. Dyer said, do you risk your positive energy in a negative room because it can drain you?
No, that comes with maturity too.
Yeah.
When you know that somebody is draining, and it just don't feel right. You know, when I was in college, I wrote a paper about that. Like, your body don't lie.
It doesn't.
Your mouth can tell me anything, but your body tell me everything.
That body language.
I just told y'all, I study beings. I don't study books. Even though books are good to study, I do read. But people, I study very well.
Yeah.
It's all about the body language. Like you said, when you say something, I hear you. I'm listening, but I'm also watching you.
That's why I love FaceTime, y'all, because I get to see your
Yes.
reaction. That's why I say, don't text me, call me. FaceTime me so I can see you. I can look you in your eyes and that I can feel you, you know?
Yeah, a lot of things get lost in translation with text. And I don't like it.
Because it can be the tone.
But the tone, have you ever noticed that when people text you and the tone ain't right, it comes through the phone?
You do.
It comes through the phone.
You
You can even tell by when people, I told one of my friends, she types real fast. I said, your tone coming through that. And she wasn't understanding. I mean, my girl got it going on, you know. Got a good job, bought her X9, got a crib, you know. She, you know, and I told her all the time, the guy she was with, he wasn't deserving of her. He broke up with her, and I said, baby, your glow up is serious.
Woo.
You know, your glow up, I said, motherfucker, these glasses for you.
Yeah.
I said, but
I like that one.
but you mean right now. I said, come on. Because she wants a relationship. And I said, you always wonder why a woman that got a man can always attract a man.
That's
Always you attract. Like, don't nobody want to sit next to the frowned up bitch in the party.
They don't.
That's true, that's true.
They don't. You
Oh
sure
my
they on your way.
Yeah. I said, you gotta, your energy.
You have to
It's
give
not.
off.
And I said, sometimes it starts with, you know, I had to get the Idiot's Guide to Faith. And it starts with you kind of speaking your life, even though it's not what it is right now.
Speaking it into
Existence. But, like, you know.
as you see it in your mind.
You know, like when I had my surgery, one of my friends told me, she's like, you put the money down now, shit. You made your money line up. You see yourself in the healing.
Yes.
And that's what I saw myself in afterwards.
Yes.
So I had to be in it.
Yes.
Right then.
Yes.
So you in it at that point. So I was telling her, I said, smile. I'm not saying relax your standards. I'm just saying relax.
Relax your smile.
Yes.
Turn that smile upside
But,
down.
and I told her, I said, somebody had to tell me that.
Yeah.
But I was going through. So when I realized, I was like, okay, I had went inward. You know, I retorted because I needed to get something together because I was like, Lord, I'm not doing this right. Everything that I'm wanting, it's not coming the way that I want it. So my plan ain't working. So I need to do another plan. So I'm gonna try your plan. I bagged back. I went within. And then when I was ready, I was like, okay, you know, because I wasn't having sex and nothing like that, you know, since we transparent the truth.
Yeah.
I had to bring the drop break on. You know what I'm saying? Break the trap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was it. You know what I'm saying? I had to,
Yes.
but he had to bring on the energy of a man. You know what I'm saying? A good man. But then I started understanding, like, okay, I was out. And I was saying things, I was like, man, I ain't made no gentleman here, you know, and realized that I was meeting gentlemen. You know, I just had to sit back and open my eyes.
Yes.
I had a whole trip to Vegas. This man treated me like a queen. Everything top shelf, nothing. Never had sex with a man ever. Butt naked in front of him, you know, but when you carry yourself in the water, it's all in your aura. Every woman possesses it.
Yes.
It's up to you how you want to display it out. Because you got it. Everybody know it's right here. Howling. We out there. Howling pussy. Period.
What you say? We always be attracted. Clean up on the inside first and watch the attractions that come after, okay?
And to say the truth, I did wind up meeting somebody that I asked God for.
Yeah.
And he was coming. You know, he came in strong, you know, And when he came in, I knew who he was because I knew what I was asking for.
I want to holler so bad right now, y'all, but I'm going to keep my cool. Come on, we got to be quiet. Shay, come on, you got something.
Really quick, I want to let everyone know that we are almost to 500 members on our Facebook page.
Yes. Let's get it, y'all.
Keep adding and sharing.
Yes.
Add your friends, add your family.
Yes.
Also, we would like to reach 500 members. So once we reach that 500 member on Facebook, we're going to do a free giveaway.
Yes.
So be on the lookout for that. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, as well as Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
Also, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and we're going to get us to Snapchat so you can see
Very
us out and
soon.
about.
Oh, yeah.
On YouTube, you'll get extra content such as like food reviews, us getting ready, Cleopatra always being late, our speaker being late.
She had to work. Right, she had to work, y'all.
Also, we have Ladies of Truth t-shirts for sale.
Yes, we do.
We also will have hoodies and scullies
Yes.
for the warmer months. So if you're interested, please let us know. We definitely appreciate all of your support.
Yes, y'all.
One more thing. Our word for this week was balance. Do you
Yes.
have anything to share with us about balance?
Balance. They starts back with you. You got to prioritize what's best for you. And that's getting your spirit man first. You know, always having a connection with your God. You know, your universe, and however you want to put it, you know. And then the spirit man gets the mind together. So you can make the correct choices. You out there, you asking God to give you the right. See, a lot of people ask one way. You have to ask several. So I give you an example, like with my ex. He always was like, nah, he didn't want to do nothing. So what I asked for this time, I said I wanted a man that was able, willing, and capable of doing everything that I like to do.
Yes.
See, the last guy, he had a 6-figure job. He was able and capable, but he wasn't willing.
Yes.
Then you got the man that's able and capable, but ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Because capabilities come with that cash. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I'm ready to do it.
Where your money at? Exactly.
Where your change at? You know,
Seriously.
so you got to ask in different ways, and sometimes in twos. You ask God to give you the red flags, show you the signs, and then once He show you the signs, give me the direction that I need to go.
Yes.
And pray for the obedience that you do what He's saying for you to do.
Yes.
You see how I said
Yes.
it's going
Yes.
in progression about how you need to do things. We serve a God of specificity.
Yeah, that's the truth. We just was saying that too. And what she was just speaking about balance, I don't mean to point at you, I'm sorry. I got that. It ties in with our book of the week. Our book of the week is The 12 Powers of Man and Woman by Charles Fillmore and Cora Fillmore. It's a great read. It speaks about each power that lies within each man and woman.
Yes.
And to know thyself is to know God.
Yes.
To be aware is to be alive, and I really believe that this book made me more aware. It's not a book that you just read from front to back and be done with it. It's a study. It's something that you study. So
Not just study, but you gotta work it.
Oh,
You definitely gotta work it. Because it works.
it works. It really works. And I know that it sounds typical, like, oh, they're just plugging a book.
No.
But once you apply these things to your life, to your day-to-day routine, if you begin to meditate and pray, and like she said, be specific about what you're asking for. Be willing to put in that work, which is key. Nothing is free. If you want something that's worth something, you have to work for it. Again, that book is called The 12 Powers of Man by Charles and Cora Fillmore. You can find that on Amazon, or you can get one from us.
Yes.
We'll order it for you for an extra couple of coins.
This girl.
This week we'll be plugging our business.
Yes.
So we're gonna let our speaker tell you all about her business, and then Cleopatra will tell you about hers, and then I'll finish your stuff.
Okay. So I got a lot.
She do.
So I've been a hairstylist now for 31 years. June 25th makes 31 years of me being a stylist. However, as you grow, you have different desires and different aspects of your life. I went back to school and got my associates from Olive Harvey, then finished Olive Harvey, went straight into Governor State, got my bachelor's and my MBA in finance.
Yes.
Because of me being just a hairstylist all those years and being self-employed. I was self-employed since I was 17. So being my own boss, people didn't want to hire me. So I went in and started doing taxes. I went in as going underneath somebody that I knew. But then that's like when you get a hookup, it's up to you to show who you are.
Yes.
And I got promoted immediately, like that same season. The person that hired me wind up going in. I didn't realize, this girl didn't really like me in the end. And it's not that she didn't like me. People, it's not that they don't like you. They don't like the position that you're in. People, when you get a raise or something, or you get a promotion, people be like, you acting funny. Yeah, because, bitch, my job title was different.
Wait, really quick. I see a few comments.
Earlier, should I say, Lord knows I need to hear this? Demone said, I love you, ladies.
We love you.
More. So after that, I still do taxes. I manage a tax office during the tax season. And then on my physical journey, I had always asked God, because I told you I lost 107 pounds. I asked God for fitness to be an everyday part of my life.
Yes.
Well, it is. Now I'm a fitness instructor. So I used to pay to get in shape, and now I get paid to stay in shape.
Okay.
So, but everything that I like to do, and I tell every woman and anybody, do something that you love, because it doesn't feel like work.
Yes.
If you love what you do, find that inner in you that you love to do. Like with me, I love doing hair. I can get up at 5 in the morning, I do hair at 12 at night. That's when you know you love something that you do, because it doesn't feel like work. Me doing the fitness class, I had a sub the class at 5:45 this morning at the gym. Then came home and did some clients. And then came here to do this. So I wear a lot of hats.
I would have needed a nap.
Yeah.
I ain't had no nap. Over 40, you do need a nap.
You
need a nap after 40.
Dr.
Really, I started napping about 35.
I was just about to say,
I started napping about 35.
I started napping about 25. Wake me up before y'all ready to go.
But it was a lot of, everything, it was intertwined to what I wanted to do. Tailoring, my thing was, and even with my dream portfolio that I did for college, I wanted to be a mentor and inspiration to women all over the world. That was my goal. Because I knew what I went through just with having teenage parents. Mother had substance abuse, Then there was physical, sexual abuse with me, and then by me losing the weight, that helped me overcome a trauma. Because I was praying for weight, because I was getting sexually abused from the time I was 4. So I was thinking maybe if I was bigger, I wouldn't be so much attractive, or I could fight them off. But then it took for me to watch different self-help stuff, People talk shit about Ayanna. She really helped me. I was watching her, and then she said something. She said, you put on their stress because that's not even what was in you. And so when I realized, it clicked. And I said, I gotta lose this weight, because I prayed for weight, and God give you what you asked for.
He really
just don't know the time it is gonna come.
That's right, you do.
So I was like in the gym trying to lose this weight, and I was like, because this is like shedding the coat
Mm-hmm.
that I was hiding up underneath because I didn't want to be so attractive, or I didn't want to be, I didn't want nobody messing with me.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, at 4, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then people be like, why that little girl so fast? And then be like, what happened to make her speed up?
Ooh.
See, that's the question.
See, that is.
What happened to her to make her be that way?
Yes.
Because children are innocent.
Yes.
They only learn
What they are shown.
exposed to
Yes.
at home.
That's true.
And it was happening
That's true.
in my home.
That's true.
So, it's like all that stuff had to counteract, and I had to realize, okay, Chanel, you better than this. Now you have to work on you.
Yes.
So that took for me to get my body together, get my mind right, get my education together so I can keep my money tight.
Yes.
All worked in conjunction with everything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And that's a part of a journey of getting you together.
That's what we've been
It's
talking
That
about
part.
her a journey. Like she's still on her journey right now.
I ain't finished.
It's a life. It's a life
lifetime
journey.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So, my business, I have been a self-employed entrepreneur. I started, my first job was at 14. I started working at Holy Cross, but I've had so many jobs working for other people that it didn't work for me. So I even tried working in shops and all this other stuff, but when you are your own person, when you are your own individual, doing certain things just isn't for you. So I want to say maybe 6 or 7 years ago is when I started Divine Impressions. Hair, makeup. Again, she's one of my role models from hair. I started doing hair because of her. And another one of my role models is Crystal. Doing hair, working for them, being a shampoo girl. And I had to branch off into my own. So I started doing hair on my own. I think I worked in maybe 2 or 3 shops before, probably more than that. But I don't know what it is about my individual self. I've done my self-evaluation. So a lot of people always told me as I was growing up, your attitude bad, your attitude this, it's your attitude, this and that. You spoiled. But I am. But I have a reason because of who I am and how I am. I mean, I have like any other person. We have certain things that we like or that we love and we want it to be a certain way or whatever. And that's just how I am. I like perfection. But I also branched off from Divine Impressions and I started a catering business. So I have that. I haven't been doing much with it, but it's still there. And lastly, we have ZZ's Sleep Collection, and this business is strictly for Zion and Zyra. We came up with this over the winter. Of course, we didn't have too much to do because of the pandemic. So my way of starting this business was because I didn't want my girls or my children, period, to have to take such a rough path like I did. Struggling to try to find jobs or whatever. Struggling trying to make ends meet. So this was my way of securing their future. Mm-hmm. Now they don't have to, as they say, work for the white man. Even though I really kind of don't like when people say that because working for the white man still means doctors, lawyers, and this and that. So teachers. So if working for the white man is such a bad thing, then who will we have, or who will our children have to look up to us? Or if something happens, like where are the doctors, where are the nurses? But it's just, like I said, it's just a stepping stone for them to be their own entrepreneurs, to have their own money. Like I always say, I want to be the one to sign the front of the check, not the back of the check.
That's what Wilson said.
You hear me? So
That's my goal.
That's pretty much all I have for now. But just know that Divine Impressions will have plenty more.
And don't downplay this.
I was just about to say
this. This is big business.
Yeah.
I want you to read the comments really quick before I go down.
Eric said, yes, I just asked that question. Why are we steady facing the same struggles? What happened to us that got so many of us stuck in the negative cycles that leaves us unbalanced, disconnected, in y'all opinion?
I think, again, it goes back to facing your own traumas.
You gotta want to do that.
Yeah. It like I said last week.
Painful.
Didn't I say that last week? I said it hurts.
It's painful.
It
when you
hurts.
look over and you be like, I took all of this
Yes.
crap
Mm-hmm.
because that's what it is.
It is.
And then 2, you know, your self-esteem be low.
Exactly.
And sometimes people be thinking, well, I don't think my self-esteem ain't low because I don't think I'm ugly, and that's not it.
It's not just
your
about your looks.
self-esteem being low means that you don't have the courage to walk forward.
Or you allow someone to treat you
Yes.
like you're trash
Yes.
and you belong in the back of someone's home. Like, I used to think that too when they said, oh, well, you gotta love yourself. And I'm like, bro, I love myself. I do this, I do that, I do this for myself. But it's not what I was doing for me. It was what I was allowing others to do to me, which showed me that I really didn't love me. So once I realized, like, hold on, y'all doing too much. Now let me show y'all who really running this show. And then I stood up and I stood for what I was standing for. I stood on it like, no, I'm not having that. I'm not going through that. You're not doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen my mom get beat by my dad. I didn't grow up in that. But I did watch my uncle black my aunt's eye. So, like, I seen it. You know what I'm saying? So, it wasn't so much that I wanted a man to beat me. It was like, I got into it with him and we was tussling, you know? And I was so aggressive. Like, I felt like, boy, I knock you out type, you know? But then when I realized, like, you can't be out here hitting these men. They will clear you and have no remorse. And I learned in my last relationship, like, if a man really loved you, he wouldn't hit you. No matter how many times you put your hands on him. Because I didn't put my hands on that man 1,000,000 times and he is standing like, I promise you, bro, you need to just go lay down somewhere. Looking down on me, he tall as ever, big as ever, and I'm just studying. You ain't finna do nothing. You ain't finna provoke in the man. So it's about what we're doing also and what we're allowing to be done to us. Was it one more? Yeah.
She said yes. One of those traumas though that lasts so long because I feel like that's what people are scared to talk about. She said it's different for all of us, but it's like when we talk about it, it turns out to be the same problem showing up in different ways in all of us.
I think that we all go through the same thing over and over again because, like you said, we don't talk about it. That's mainly what this platform is about.
Yeah, first you gotta recognize it before you talk about it. You have to
Here's
realize.
the thing. God will let you keep going through the same thing until you get the lesson.
Hello.
Until you get the lesson out of it, there's some things that you gotta address. The ugly truth is, you know, my innocence was taken at 4. And then, you know, at that point, you know, a man was having oral sex with me at 4 years old. So as I grew up in life, shit, you gotta do that first. You know, that was. But
yeah, it's the
you know what I'm
truth.
saying?
Yeah, it's the truth. Exactly. Exactly.
I'm gonna give you true facts. Like, this is what, you know, it led to that. You know, like, okay, this gotta be this way because this was what was taught. This was what I had learned. Then, you know, I started getting the same guy in a different shell because I wasn't getting the lesson. So God will keep putting you in the same shit.
Yes, He will. I'm with you.
God don't put you in nothing. Let me tell you something.
We got
that.
I just said you gotta recognize it first.
You know,
I did that too.
Once you realize that, you know, clearly, you know, I was looking for the guy like, I want me a man that's up here that's doing this. It took for me to look at this comedian named Taeyshia Caldwell. He always dressed up like a woman. Sometimes he acts like a black mama and stuff. But then he gets into his real, you know, he give you them nuggets in real life. You know, when he's dressed like his man, he's dropping gems, okay? And he said, women, y'all looking for these men with these 6-packs and all this other stuff. He said, they in the gym because them niggas is on their back. They ain't got no money. He said, what y'all need to do is start looking at that man that got a little gut that's working overtime.
I told y'all that be on in.
He said, because he said, check it out. He said, because he work overtime, but he know how to love you. He said, if you give a man a little inspiration, he will do certain stuff. You know, he's going to follow what you do. And so I was like, okay, you know, because I wasn't looking at the chub. You know, I boy, you know, I'm over here doing my thing. I'm cycling.
Okay.
I'm jumping jacks and getting myself together. But the guy that I'm with now, because I had to realize that, you know, I'm 48. So the guy I'm dating now, he's 56. The reality of it, the 56-year-old man ain't got no six pack.
Facts.
You know, but he got a fast pension.
Woo!
Get your mind right.
Very.
Choose your battles.
Yes, ma'am.
Pick and choose.
Yes, ma'am.
You won't, you know, sometimes you might need shorty with that back. But at the end of the day, let me tell you something. She dry up when they ain't got no money. Give a little bit longer, she dry up.
I want to say something so bad, but she's killing it over here.
She dry up.
I'm in tears, okay? Woo! Come on! Because she gonna keep going.
I do agree that a man who know who he is, know where he's going, and know how to love is sexy. I think that's the sexiest
I don't know
thing
what
ever.
that is.
And a man who knows how to be a man. Like,
Know how to fix some shit. You want somebody
You know?
The
Like-
sexiest shit is your ass getting up going to work every day. Me see you go to work.
Yeah. Hey.
hey, in the uniform or no uniform?
It don't even
He
matter. Go to work.
wanna work. He wanna work.
Okay, wait. I can't even tell my
Come on,
business.
y'all. 'Cause we all be going over. Cousin Shay.
Y'all fired.
Go ahead with the
Girl, finish these comments.
Sherron said, old folks used to say you have to address the elephant in the room.
Ooh.
That's true.
I think sometimes that is important, but then again, that elephant just might be a little. They don't have a lot of courage all the time. You know, some people do, some people don't. Even when, you know, you got ones like me that will try to address, you know, try to like, girl, what's wrong? What's going on? Are you okay? And they'll still be like, I'm cool, I'm good. But again, that's something that's on the inside of them. So you know what I'm gonna do? Take my joy and peace and go on somewhere else.
We not responsible for.
I'm not.
In a relationship, any type of relationship, with this relationship or me and a man, I'm not responsible for what he do.
No.
With God, I'm only responsible for what I do.
That's
I'm
right.
only gonna pay for what I do.
What was the word last week? Accountability. Accountability.
Yeah, so just
self accountability.
do what you know is to be the right thing to do, and right will follow you. That's the best that I can give it to you. It's something else.
Martha said, what you allow will continue.
Yes. Yes.
That's facts.
Rasmus said, I love to bring up the things that uncovered the awkwardness.
You've been exposed. No.
Yes, we got to get out of here, y'all.
Yes.
What you got? You got any announcements that we got coming up? Next Tuesday, people, we are still trying to figure out how we're gonna do this, but my baby is graduating 8th grade. So we are trying to decide if we're gonna do a mukbang or if we're gonna have someone sit in our place next Tuesday. But please know, we told y'all we doing this every single Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. So be on the lookout. We don't know, we haven't decided yet, but we will still be going live.
We
have
will
a
update
poll
you
up
all.
Yes.
tomorrow whether they want us to be in their place or a mukbang on YouTube.
Either way, y'all gotta watch.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to our pages.
Yes.
We are looking to hit 500 members so we can give y'all something else for free.
Yes.
Also, Taryn and our winner for the 200 member.
Yes, we still owe y'all.
We have your gifts. I'm going to probably see Taryn on Sunday so you can get yours on Sunday. Cleopatra
Yes,
will
I'll
see
Toya.
Toya, and you will get your gift. We did not forget.
No.
I got an inbox about that, so I wanted to make sure I cleared that up. Follow us, subscribe, like.
Yes.
Please purchase a t-shirt. It's on the expensive side, but the love is there.
Yeah. It's we're not looking at the money. It's just
We're really not.
no. We helping you all, and we just need you all to help us as well.
Exactly.
We want to take it beyond these walls. That's it. That's not. We're not splitting the money, going shopping and this and that. But it's to help us expand and to help someone else. We have so many things coming up. So don't look at you just giving us the money just because. We are here to help other people as well. We're here to help businesses, Next week, we didn't do any shout outs this week except for our own. But next week, you all have to post your ads. Post your business ads on the page. Be active on the page, guys. Post your ads if you want us to share your businesses so that we can post them and announce them on next Tuesday.
Last but definitely not least, the name of my business is Ruby's Helping Hands.
Yes.
It's a non-for-profit organization. We are all about change.
Yes.
I believe that change began with me, so I started my journey of being on the good foot about 5 years ago, and I'm outpouring into the community with free giveaways, community service projects, and things like that. I'm going to tag my organization's email address in the comment section. We have items for sale, support. Also, do you have anything else to say?
When we close out, I would say,
Go ahead.
okay. So since we're closing out, and we always speak great things.
Yes.
So I always say, even in my classes, I always say the oath of manifestation. So let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, Lord.
Yes.
We accept and we receive unexpected good,
Yes.
unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected money, and unexpected prosperity
Yes.
coming in unexpected ways
Yes.
from unexpected places
Yes.
in our lives and the lives of others. We are constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. We accept the principle of abundance and prosperity have already been given to us.
Yes.
Thank
Our
you, Lord Jesus.
acceptance makes it real.
Yes.
And this opens the space for manifestation to rush in. And we open wide the doors of our consciousness to receive and to give. And it is done now, and through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. And we declare absolutely that. We live in a friendly universe that is always providing for us. And we feel it powerfully happening now.
Yes.
We open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than we have ever experienced before. We can afford anything we so desire, Lord. In fact, we are so prosperous, we need never worry again.
Yes.
Because we are grateful for all that we have.
Yes.
And all that we are ready to give.
Oh, yes.
And we keep ourselves lifted in high consciousness, no matter what the appearances are.
Yes.
God is all there is, and we let our God times roll.
Yes.
Woo! And so it is. Y'all, I got chills again. Let's turn it
That's
on.
my new thing.
Yes. You want to see that?
Let our
I need that.
God times
Roll.
Not good time. God.
God time.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's my new saying, y'all. So when y'all hear me say it, don't say she was not in. But I did though.
Yes, that was beautiful. We love you ladies and gents so much. Thank you again for tuning in. We will see y'all next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Woo!